So this was the number one reason why I was shouting on top of my lungs the market in the immediate short term might be faking out, showing a fake move towards 28,000 before breaking it to the upside. And now if we look at the price action of Bitcoin after testing the support which you have around 28,500, 28,600 range, has finally started to show this bullishness. So the question here is, will the price of Bitcoin continue this uptrend from here on, or what to expect for the immediate short term? So as you can see guys, I have prepared some very interesting chart which is pointing us where the price of Bitcoin in the immediate short term, where the price of Bitcoin for the upcoming days might be possibly heading. So before I do that, I just want you guys to quickly please try that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now if you look at the price action of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame using this falling wedge, after breaking here to the upside, after breaking the key line of resistance, the price yesterday came back to retest it. Yes guys, this upper trend line from the falling wedge acted as a strong line of resistance in the past price action. Once we broke out of it, we even came back to retest it. And when we found proper support around 28,500, 28,600, we started showing this impulsiveness, and price after that has started to form a very interesting movement, which is indicating the market for the upcoming days could be turning very bullish. But we have to overcome one single resistance which we have around 30,000 range. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin got rejected exactly when we came across this 30,000 range, and now let me show you the reason why this 30,000 in the immediate short term is so important. Because if we simply use this horizontal trend line, you can see guys, this horizontal trend line in the past price action always acted as a line of support. I mean around 30,000, this horizontal trend line always acted as a support. And yesterday when the price of Bitcoin was showing impulsiveness, this exact line which previously acted as a support rejected the price. So that's why if the price of Bitcoin wants to start this impulsiveness head towards 31, 32,000, then in the immediate short term we have to overcome this resistance which we have around 30,000 at any cost. Because once we flip this resistance into proper support, I am actually expecting the price after that to show another continuation here like this. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin must break this resistance which we have around 30,000 at anyhow. And now even if we look at this in a bit different way, in a simple way, this descending broadening wedge is considered as a bullish continuation pattern. But if we look at the upper trend line from the descending broadening wedge, this upper trend line along with the horizontal trend line around 30,000 rejected the price, because that was our resistance line. Yes, this upper trend line in the past price action rejected the price of Bitcoin a couple of times, and getting rejection around that area means we also started showing another reversal here like this. So in our case, yes, the price of Bitcoin is showing bullishness after testing the support around 28,000, but I just want you guys to be a bit careful. I mean, even after this bullish movement, it is still not confirmed. I mean, it is still not a bullish move as long as we remain below 30,000. Yes, remaining below 30,000, failing to break out of 30,000 range line means the price of Bitcoin could still show another movement here in this manner, head towards to form actual support around 28,000, consolidate around that area for longer period, and only after that start with a new impulsive movement. So please do not be fooled, because the price of Bitcoin parallelly, not just only because of this descending broadening wedge or a falling wedge, even if you look at this central pivot range indicator. So yesterday I showed you guys with this central pivot range indicator, the market for this month of August is expected to be bullish. Why bullish? Because this CPR is actually an ascending CPR. Ascending CPR only gets formed when the market is preparing itself for a new impulsive movement, and this is exactly what is being flashed for the month of August as well. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, yes, it is showing some weakness. It could be getting attracted towards the key line of support first before turning bullish, but in the immediate short term you can see this CPR line for the month of August, top, central and the bottom CPR line is going to be acting as a line of resistance. This is exactly what I showed you yesterday as well. I mean, since the price of Bitcoin is below it, these lines are going to be acting as a line of resistance. So in the immediate short term, if we fail to remain above 29,600, then this will be looked as a fake out, where the price of Bitcoin could be getting attracted towards the first target for the month of August around 28,000 before range bounding, before starting this actual movement here in this manner, because we knew the price of Bitcoin yesterday was forming a VCPR, and I showed you, right? VCPR usually indicates the price for the coming days could get attracted towards the CPR line, either the bottom, center, or the top CPR line before deciding the trend duration. And you can see what happened yesterday. The price did broke here to the downside, but at the end, we did got attracted towards the CPR line, the bottom CPR line and the central CPR line. So now this is no more a VCPR. It is simply a August CPR. So in the media short term, if the price fails to find support above 29,600, then please be careful. The market in the media short term could be showing another continuation here in this manner. Price could be coming back to test the support which we have around 28,000 before deciding the actual duration or before starting a new impulsiveness, because we know parallelly, even if we look at this price structure using Wyckoff's distribution schematic, nothing much has changed. In phase E, there has been fake out, right? Fake out scenarios before price again start breaking it to the downside. So that's why please do not be overly bullish, because the price has not broken the key line of resistance around 30,000. Once we flip this 30,000 resistance into proper support, then we know this distribution schematic from Wyckoff is going to be invalidated. Price will be above the top CPR line, which is going to be very, very bullish. Price will continue this uptrend, because in that case, we will be also breaking out of the upper trend line from this descending broadening wedge and even the falling wedge. So that's why, guys, that's why our eyes and our focus is going to be around the resistance which we have around 30,000 for Bitcoin, and to the downside 29,600 support line must hold the price at any cost. And now if the price of Bitcoin does shows further weakness, you can see the reason why we are saying 28,000 could be retested before price chooses a trend duration is because in the past price action we have found out whenever we have started a new impulsive movement, we have always seen a retracement between 0.5, 0.61 and Fibonacci line before turning bullish. Similar scenario unfolded here. We showed a retracement between 0.5, 0.61 and Fibonacci line before starting this impulsiveness. So in our case, if we are going to see another continuation here to the downside, the 0.5 Fibonacci line is lying around 28,000. That's why this 28,000 is still going to be looked as our upcoming target if the price of Bitcoin fails to hold the 29,600 today or for the upcoming days. Now, even if we look at this in a bigger frame, I mean using this inverse head and shoulder scenario or ideal buy for investor from Stan Weinstein, according to this example, nothing much has changed. The price of Bitcoin after reaching the price opportunity from this falling wedge started showing weakness. I mean, after reaching this 32,000 range line, the price started showing weakness. But please do not worry, because the price in our case could still continue here to the upside after testing the support which you have around 28,000 range, because the inverse head and shoulder price opportunity is still open, which is going to be around 35,000 to 40,000 range. That's why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted towards 35 to 40,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. But for this scenario to play out, first we have to overcome the resistance which we have around 30,000 in the medium short term, then 31, 32,000, then we are open for this new impulsive move towards this final move. That's what we are expecting the market to show for the coming days once we flip the key line of resistance into proper support. And now, even if we look at this in a bigger frame, I mean in a monthly time frame, market is flashing a very interesting scenario, because in the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has broken out of its long-term range line, after that we have slowly started with a new marker phase, and along with this breakout we also found support at this 200 weekly moving average. Here in 2018, 2019, a very similar scenario unfolded. We broke out from this long-term range line, price found support at this 200 weekly moving average. After that we started this new impulsive movement. But this doesn't necessarily mean that we are not going to see any sort of a shakeout on our way. There have been plenty of shakeout here, even in a bigger frame, you can see, but at the end the price still managed to form a new higher high. So in our case, the price of Bitcoin has already broken out from this long-term resistance line, and we are also above 200 weekly moving average. So as long as we remain above this line, as long as the price remains above the 200 weekly moving average, the upcoming days for Bitcoin looks bullish. Even if we are going to see shakeout on our way, right, we are still expecting the upcoming year for Bitcoin to be slowly turning bullish, and market to form higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. So this is what I see looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame using different scenarios. So before I conclude this video, I also want to quickly aware you about this Bybit World Series of competition with total prize pool of 8 million USDT. Yes guys, if you want to take part in this competition, if you want to fight to claim this 8 million USDT joining my squad, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out, or you can simply scan this QR code. So by saying this, I'm signing out until tomorrow. Bye bye.